Hello everyone, so this is a nail art video and we're going to do a fuzzy nail with studs. So here I'm just applying a base color and I did a soft pink. It's just a small gel that I got from AliExpress and I'm going to take that and pop it into the light for 30 seconds. I have some IBD gel. I'm going to use that to adhere my fuzz and my stones. It's just a clear builder gel from IBD. And then I got a few studs, beads, and of course the fur. So when I grab that painted nail out of the light, we're going to go ahead and move to the next step, which is to paint a thin coat of the builder gel onto the nail tip. See how I'm just kind of floating it a little bit down and dragging it, making it nice and even so that I can make sure it's level. Okay? So look at it, looks level. A little bit more to the center because that's where I'm going to put the studs. So I want to kind of make sure it's built up around that area. Now you can really do this in any order you want. This is just the way that I put mine together. And it just takes a little trial and error. So I'm going to grab my pearls. Using my crystal Quintana, I'm going to place them exactly where I want them to be on my nail. And then, you know what, I'm going to toss in a few of these studs as well. And this is just a stud wheel that I probably picked up at a nail supply store or somewhere. Sorry, I'm out of frame. Let me reorganize. Okay, so place your studs in any pattern that you would like to place them. Make sure they're sitting out there like you want them. And I really like these rosy pink ones. They're super cute. So I'm going to add a few more studs to this design. If I could just pick them up. There we go. Flip it over. Goodness gracious. Place it into the uncured gel. Making sure everything is still centered. Because with builder gel, since it's not cured, it will still keep sliding around. I'm going to add a few stones. And I don't know about you, but whenever I'm doing practice nails, I have like rhinestones and then I have crystals. I'll use the rhinestones for my practice nails because no need to waste crystals on practice nails. Those are for clients. Trying to do like a little motif in the center. And I really like my crystal Quintana, as you can see, because it just helps you get everything right in the perfect order. Add a few more pearls and a few more crystals. Okay, now that I'm sure that my placement is good, I'm going to go ahead and put me some of these micro beads around it. Now, these are micro beads or bullion or whatever you want to call them. I have no clue where I got these from, but I have several different colors and I'm just going to outline my whole design with the micro beads. Okay, and this is time consuming, so I'm going to fast forward this part. Okay, now that we have all the beads on there, this is still uncured gel. I'm grabbing my fur. And this is just flocking that I got from Michael's, and it's in the scrapbooking section. So it's purple and it's sparkly, and why not? Now, be careful, this stuff is super messy. And I'm like, eesh. So I wanted to make sure I didn't get it everywhere. So I used my little tweezers and I stirred it up a little bit and I just put it around where I wanted it into the uncured builder gel. Okay? Real simple. And you can see that I'm using my tweezers to control where it's going as I get closer and closer to the bullion beads. Because I don't want it all over, I just want it in specific areas. Now, in hindsight, there's probably an easier way to do this. But this is just the way I end up coming up with, and I sneezed, the way I end up coming up with, while I was in the lab. So just kind of tap off a little bit every now and then and tap it into where you want it using the tweezers. And I'm kind of just floating it on the gel because it's going to stick. I'm not pressing it down into the gel. Because what's going to happen is I'm going to pop this in the light and cure this whole thing. Okay, just about satisfied with it. See, pop it in light. Now, after it comes back out of the light, I'm going to grab No Cleanse top coat. And I'm going to use that to seal the edges around the bullion beads and around the crystals and the studs without getting it everywhere. I'll use a thin liner brush to do so. Clean up our station. Clean up, clean up. Now it's time to clean up. Grab it out of the light and let's see what we got. Okay, so now I have a little towel and it's just from Home Depot, and I'm gonna put some of the No Cleanse gel on there. That's my liner. It's one from Tati. And I'm just going around the bullion beads only. Just placing a little gel. Careful not to get it on the fur because I don't want it on the fur. I don't want the fur to look clumpy, to look gross. I'm also going around the studs and around the pearl in the center. So if a client was going to wear this, I always do this anyway when I put stones on a nail, is I go around the nail after it's cured with whatever jewelry setting gel I have and create kind of like a facet with the No Cleanse top gel. Because that caps it off and makes sure everything is cured tightly. And it also keeps, like if there's anything left that was sticky, it keeps that from getting lint stuck down in it. So, see, I'm just making sure I got it where I want it to be. And I'm not putting a lot on my brush, just a little bit. I'll be very patient with this. I'll cover the studs all the way because they're studs. But when I do stones, I just go around stones because you still want to be able to see the dimensions of the stones. So that's why I don't like to cover the stone all the way up with a gel or anything. Because then you lose the fact that it's a stone. So after you go around everything, then we're going to take this and pop it in the light for 30 more seconds. I use a dual cure lamp from Sun 1. And I've had that lamp for a while. Now I'm on generation 2. Love it. I did a review on the Sun 1 lamp in my other videos. So if you get a chance, take a look. Let me know what you think or what lamp you're using. Okay, once I'm satisfied with it, pop it in the light. Okay, so we're going to grab it from the light and let's see what we got. I'm going to grab a makeup brush And I'm just going to dust off any loose particles. This is just a makeup brush that I got from Big Lots. It was like $1. And I just want to make sure it's nothing loose. If there's anything stuck in the builder gel and it's sticking up weird, I'm getting it out, making sure everything is all nice and clear. And that's what we have, a fuzzy studded nail. Thanks guys for joining me.